The arrest of Iceman. Imagine this. September 5th, 2007. 6 FBI agents smash into a San Francisco apartment. The air is thick with the hum of servers. Sitting at the keyboard, their target freezes. Max Butler, surrounded by machines holding 1.8 million stolen credit card numbers, a crime spree worth over $500 million in fraud. He knows it's over. But the real shock? This isn't just a criminal. This is the same guy the FBI once paid $1,000 a week to be their secret weapon. The same hands now being cuffed once saved the Pentagon from digital chaos. Back in 1998, Max Butler became a hero. He single-handedly patched over 48,000 vulnerable government servers, preventing what the NSA called a cyber Pearl Harbor. The FBI gave him a code name, Equalizer. By 2006, he had a new name, Iceman. He was running the largest illegal marketplace in internet history. The irony? He used the exact classified FBI techniques they taught him to build his empire. The Bureau didn't just create a monster. They armed him with their own tools, then watched him attack 200,000 Americans. His trial would reveal a secret the FBI tried to bury for 15 years. How did their greatest asset become their worst nightmare? And why did the hacker who saved the internet decide to burn it all down? Part 1. The making of Max. Max Butler's story begins in Meridian, Idaho, 1986. At 14, dealing with his parents' divorce, he found his first love, a Commodore 64 in the public library. While the world felt unpredictable, the machine never lied. It always did what he told it. Max quickly moved from basic commands to real hacking. He cracked his school's password system in months, using a simple dictionary attack. He didn't change his own grades, he changed random C students to A's, just to watch the chaos. When caught, he calmly told the principal he was testing security. By 16, he had multiple underground identities, Vision and Scorpion. He was stealing phone codes by diving into the telephone company's trash to find old manuals. He learned exactly how the phone lines worked and was soon routing his connection through 7 different states just to hide. A small mistake changed his path. In 1989, he stole chemicals from his school's lab to make flash powder for a hacker meetup. Not a bomb, but a teenage attempt at flare. He was caught on camera. The judge sentenced him to 18 months probation. His mother cried. His absent father didn't show up. That night, Max was back online, studying the arrest of famous hacker Kevin Mitnick, not to copy him, but to learn the mistakes that got him caught. Part 2. The Equalizer and the Backdoor. In the mid-90s, Max landed in San Francisco, surviving on ramen and stolen Wi-Fi. He quickly built a reputation by creating a massive database that tracked over 3,000 different computer attacks. Security professionals loved it, and so did the FBI. In January 1996, Special Agent Nick Bennett from the San Francisco Cyber Squad called. Would Max share his intelligence on emerging threats? Unofficially, of course. No paperwork. Max started feeding the FBI tips, Russian hackers targeting banks, Chinese groups probing defense contractors. Max felt valued, like his skills finally meant something positive. Then came January 1998, and a massive vulnerability in the software that ran 80% of the internet. A single bug could let anyone take complete control of most servers on Earth. The internet was facing a catastrophe. Max scanned 45,000 government servers. The Pentagon, NASA, the State Department. Almost all were vulnerable. A single worm could topple the internet in hours. Max spent 3 days straight at his screen, running scenarios. How many servers could one person save? He decided that saving them meant breaking in first. On March 12, 1998, Max launched his worm. It spread exponentially, finding vulnerable systems, exploiting them, and then installing the official security patch. He was fixing the internet. Within 6 hours, it had hit 8,000 machines. Within 6 days, 48,000 government servers were patched. But Max added 23 lines of extra code. After fixing each system, his worm installed a hidden backdoor, a secret connection that gave him complete root access. He told himself it was just insurance. The truth was darker. He now controlled more government computers than any hacker in history. Part 3. Turning informant to felon. A few days later, the Air Force tracked the intrusion back to Max's apartment. At 6 a.m., FBI agents and an Air Force major knocked on his door. Agent Bennett looked personally betrayed. Max confessed to everything: the patches, the backdoors, the 48,000 servers. He claimed, "I stopped World War III." His first missions were textbook successes. He infiltrated criminal groups, gathered names and addresses, and helped bust a $2 million phone fraud ring. He even went to DEF CON, the world's biggest hacker conference, with a hidden recording device, mapping out the underground's power structure in a 147-page report. But then came the line he wouldn't cross. The FBI wanted him to wear a wire against a fellow security professional, a man with a wife, 2 kids, and a mortgage. Max refused. He called a lawyer. Part 4. Rise of Iceman and the Empire's Fall. In 2003, Max discovered that dark market forums where stolen credit card numbers sold for up to $100. He realized his FBI training, his knowledge of operational security, made him an expert in this criminal world. His first target: Pizza Hut's poorly secured cash register systems. Using a custom program, he stole 40,000 cards in 3 weeks. Max teamed up with a real-world criminal named Christopher Aragon to convert the digital numbers into physical cash, splitting the profits 50-50. They were clearing $50,000 on a good week. The subject line: Consolidation Notice. He signed it. Iceman CEO. He created Carter's Market, promising professional standards: PGP encryption, secure payments, and quality control on stolen goods. He took a 2% commission on everything. The forum grew to 8,000 users. Iceman had built a billion-dollar shadow economy, but success breeds paranoia. Max became obsessed with preventing infiltration. What he didn't know was that the FBI was already inside. They had 6 undercover accounts, and Max was only monitoring one: the price of control. Max Butler pleaded guilty to 161 counts of fraud and computer intrusion. He was sentenced to 13 years, the longest sentence ever given for hacking at the time. At his sentencing, he spoke for 12 minutes, not about drugs or alcohol, but about his addiction to absolute control. The feeling of owning 10,000 computers, of watching millions flow through systems he built, of being 3 steps ahead of everyone hunting him. He walked out of prison in 2021 to a world he barely recognized, where the crimes he committed were now done by AI and crypto. The question remains: was Max Butler a criminal who briefly helped the FBI, or an FBI asset who went rogue? Perhaps the truth is that the FBI, in its desire for an equalizer, gave a brilliant, unstable mind the power and knowledge to become the Iceman, a monster they couldn't stop. The internet survived, but the cost of that knowledge and that betrayal ruined one man's life. Thank you for tuning in. If you enjoyed the content, please hit the like button and subscribe to stay updated with our latest videos on YouTube.